very, very good.
The Guinness Book of World Records began collecting data from people in 1955, and ever since, it's gotten to see some unusual feats. From hyper-realistic artists to the world's most creative typists, here are 20 uncommon humans with abilities that will truly surprise you. Number 1. Stephen Wiltshire. Stephen has become famous for his remarkable cityscape drawings. Born in April of 1974, he was diagnosed with autism at the age of 3 and then found solace in drawing and communicating with the world through art. Attending school at 5, his talent would emerge, leading him to verbalize his first word being paper at the age of 9. But despite early struggles, his passion for drawing flourished, particularly in his fascination with buildings and cityscapes. His intricate artworks are all drawn entirely from memory, after just a few minutes of observation. He gathered so much critical acclaim that in 2006, Queen Elizabeth II honored him with an MBE for his contributions to the world of art. Today, Stephen continues to inspire with breathtaking creations, showcasing the power of artistic expression and perseverance. Number 2. Alexander Overwick. Meet Alexander Overwick, a Canadian math teacher whose claim to fame stems from his extraordinary ability to hand-draw the most perfect circle you'll ever see. He served as the head of the math department at a collegiate institute and quickly became known for his dynamic teaching methods. He captured his students' attention through active and experimental approaches to learning. One day, he would boast that he was the world freehand circle drawing champion, and to prove himself, he sketched a perfect circle on a blackboard.
Oh, what a perfect circle!
The video then went viral on YouTube, and while his claim of being the world champion was only a joke with his students, he turned the spotlight into an opportunity for good by organizing a real-world freehand circle drawing championship as a fundraiser for the Canadian Cancer Society. But all jokes aside, and in 2018, the precision of his drawing from the 2007 video was scrutinized by a professor from the Stockholm University's Department of Mathematics, who found it to possess an astonishing circularness of 99.7%, which is about as accurate as a printer. Number 3. Jeff Dobby. Jeff quickly became famous for his extraordinary arm and hand proportions and gained fame on TikTok with over 1 million followers. Just one look at his arms and you'll realize why he's been dubbed the real-life Popeye. His forearms measure an impressive 19 inches in circumference, with the ability to hold a basketball in each of his colossal hands. Embracing his unique physique, Dobby pursued a career in arm wrestling and eventually achieved world champion status after honing his skills from a young age in the United States.
Wow! Wow, ladies and gentlemen, that's a pen! Wow!
Despite speculation about his condition, tests found no evidence of gigantism or elephantitis. He says that encounters with strangers will often leave them scared of his hands, which he finds pretty funny, and despite all the challenges, he embraces his uniqueness and continues to inspire others with his achievements. Number 4. Zlata. Julia Gunthal is a Russian contortionist, actress, photographer, and 6-time Guinness World Record holder, and her exceptional physical abilities gained her attention even in kindergarten. Beginning with gymnastics at the age of 4, she pursued passions by further attending a circus school at the age of 8. By 10, she had made her stage debut as an acrobat, specializing in contortion. Standing at 176 centimeters tall, her slender and flexible physique is unparalleled worldwide. Renowned for her ability to execute extreme front and back bends and achieve a remarkable 270-degree split, she earned the title of Most Flexible Woman in the World by the Discovery Channel. Her international career reached new heights in 2007 when she secured her first Guinness World Record, marking the beginning of numerous achievements in her contorted career. Number 5. Daniel Rose Levine. Daniel Rose Levine earned recognition in the Guinness World Records for his exceptional talent in solving a Rubik's Cube only by using his feet. He can complete a puzzle in a staggering 16.9 seconds. His fascination with the Rubik's Cube began at the age of 11 when he mastered solving it with his hands. Inspired by fellow participants at math camp, he then engaged in endless hours of watching YouTube tutorials, and his dedication paid off, with his fastest time reaching 5.3 seconds, boasting over 15 victories in cubing competitions. However, his commitment to his craft did come with challenges, and after spending up to 5 hours daily clicking and clacking, it took its toll, leading to painful repetitive stress injuries by the age of 14. To alleviate the strain on his hands, he then turned to solving puzzles with his feet instead. Initially completing the cube with his feet in 40 seconds, he narrowed the gap to the then world record of only 28 seconds. Despite concerns about stressing his ankles, he reduced his practice time, prioritizing his well-being instead. Number 6. Wim Hof. In Finland's Arctic Circle, running a marathon may not be everyone's idea of fun, unless that is you're Wim Hof. Known as the Iceman, Hof is a Dutch motivational speaker and extreme athlete who's famed for his ability to endure freezing temperatures. His fascination with extreme cold began during his teenage years, after he spent hours sitting in the snow and would actually sleep outdoors in winter without a tent or a sleeping bag.
When I'm performing an ice immersion, actually, I do not think very much. It's all before.
Discovering his body's capacity to regulate temperature, Hof embarked on remarkable feats, like enduring nearly 2 hours submerged in ice water, scaling Mount Everest in Nepal shirtless, and completing a half marathon in Namibia's Namib Desert without water. His extraordinary achievements have earned him 18 Guinness World Record titles, showcasing his mastery of mind and body in challenging conditions. Number 7. Joe Cameron. London scientists have uncovered the extraordinary genetic makeup of a woman who seems to be completely impervious to pain. Joe Cameron possesses a rare genetic mutation which allows her to live virtually pain-free and without any anxieties or fear. Her remarkable condition includes never experiencing headaches and feeling no discomfort during childbirth.
You cut yourself or burn yourself once, maybe twice, then you avoid that because your brain says don't do that. Well, my brain doesn't say don't do that.
This all began in 2013 when her doctor would note her absence of pain following major surgeries on her hip and hand, typically excruciating procedures. After 6 years of investigation, researchers at University College London pinpointed a gene which possessed a rare genetic mutation. Combined with another common mutation, this discovery explained her extraordinary traits. Though the precise mechanism behind her pain immunity remained elusive, recent findings suggest that the mutation effectively dampens the gene responsible for regulating pain, mood, and memory. Scientists have expressed excitement about the breakthrough, highlighting its potential for drug discovery and its positive implications for patients. She recounted how she once went days without realizing her arm was broken and only noticed her skin was burnt when she smelled singed flesh. Analyzing tissue samples, the UCL team uncovered increased activity in a gene that's linked to bone generation, shedding light on potential mechanisms underlying within her unique physiology. Number 8. Michel Lotito. Michel Lotito is a French artist who found early on that a regular diet just wouldn't cut it. Nicknamed Monsieur Mangetout, or Mr. Eat-All, Lotito made a name for himself by consuming items that would send most people straight to the hospital. Throughout his career, he chowed down on a variety of different indigestible objects, including 7 television sets, 18 bicycles, 2 beds, a computer, a coffin, 15 supermarket trolleys, a pair of skis, and 6 chandeliers. However, his most impressive feat would be devouring an entire Cessna 150 airplane, a painstaking 2-year process that began in 1978 and ended victoriously in 1980.
Just like you cut off a slice of meat from a roast, well, I break mine with a hammer and I eat it.
His remarkable achievements earned him a brass plaque from the Guinness Book of World Records, which, true to form, he also consumed. Beginning in 1959, his extraordinary appetite for metal and glass would be documented by gastroenterologists who marveled at his ability to ingest up to 900 grams of metal per day. He first discovered his remarkable talent when he accidentally chewed on glass fragments after a drinking glass broke. By October of '97, he had consumed nearly 9 tons of metal and admitted that bananas and hard-boiled eggs didn't sit all that well with him. Sadly, he passed away from natural causes in 2007, leaving behind a legacy as one of the most extraordinary eaters in history. Number 9. Dean Karnazes. Dean Karnazes achieved a remarkable feat in 2005, completing the longest nonstop run by a human being, which covered 350 miles in a staggering 80 hours and 44 minutes. While this record wasn't recorded by Guinness, it's been acknowledged and upheld by other organizations, solidifying his status as one of the world's most durable runners. His love of running began in kindergarten, where he ran to and from school, gradually expanding his routes for more excitement. He explored school events and even took on organizing roles by 3rd grade. In junior high, he found guidance from Jack McTavish, his track coach, whose mentorship had led him to win 1-mile California State Long Distance Championship. Despite his early success, he faced challenges in high school, where disagreements with his track coach led to a 15-year hiatus from running. Fortunately, his passion reignited after graduation, and he participated in many races before and after his iconic 350-mile run. His endurance and determination, especially evident in his uninterrupted 350-mile run, have solidified his reputation as one of the world's top runners, and while most long-distance runners take a break, his ability to keep on running without stopping is one that anybody else has yet to achieve. Number 10. Yuri Sakuntz. Yuri Sakuntz is an Armenian boxer and strongman who made history on August 4th of 2022 by breaking his own world record for exceptional human strength. Using just his pinky finger, he pulled 2 entire Metro subway rail cars, weighing a total of 65 tons, for a distance of 20 meters. This achievement surpassed his previous record that was set in February of 2019, when he pulled a 33-ton wagon the same distance using only his pinky. And if you thought that was crazy, he also pulled 2 fire rescue vehicles totaling 37.5 tons with his teeth. Beyond his feats of strength, he's an amateur boxer, a martial arts champion, and a 2-time power triathlon world champion, who also holds the bronze medal from the Power Wrestling World Cup. With numerous world records under his belt, which includes 4 previous before his latest achievement, he holds more records in Armenia than anyone else. While his achievements have been certified by the World Sports Organization and others, he's currently seeking recognition from the Guinness Book and attributes his record-breaking feats to his desire to extend his life, hinting at even more extraordinary challenges in the future, like pulling an entire airplane. Number 11. Nick Stoberl. Nick Stoberl grew up in California and has become a local legend known for his incredibly unique feature, the world's longest tongue, which measures 3.97 inches. His remarkable tongue has earned him a place in the Guinness Book of World Records, and he's held that title for more than a decade. He said that he'd always been aware of a long tongue, and it's now become a conversation starter whenever he meets someone new.
Every time I'm introduced to someone new, if it's by my friend, they're like, hey, this is Nick Stoberl. He has the longest tongue in the world. He's in the Guinness Book of World Records.
Despite the occasional challenge, like a higher risk of choking while sleeping, he embraces this remarkable feature and finds it useful for everyday tasks, but also hates receiving unsolicited requests and messages that come with it. Beyond recognition and bragging rights, his world record for the longest tongue has brought him sponsorships and brand deals, making him appreciate his tremendous tongue even more. Number 12. Isao Machi. Isao Machi is a Japanese martial artist who is not content with only one world record. With 5 already to his name, he recently set his sights on conquering another category: the most martial arts sword cuts in 1 minute. Following the rules, his cuts had to be made into rush straw shafts measuring a minimum of 2.95 feet in length, divided into 4 sections of 5.9 inches. In a park in Osaka, he showcased his mastery as he deftly wielded his katana, slicing through the straw a remarkable 87 times, which set a new world record. He sees his world records as a means of securing his legacy, ensuring his name is remembered worldwide. He began martial arts at the age of 5 and now has become almost superhuman with his katana. Among his other titles are most sword cuts to straw mats in 3 minutes, fastest BB pellet cut by sword, most martial arts sword cuts to 1 mat, fastest tennis ball cut by sword, and fastest 1,000 martial arts sword cuts. With each record broken, he hopes to etch his name into history as a master swordsman who's recognized around the world. Number 13. Darren Taylor. Darren Taylor is not your typical professor with a PhD and a bow tie. His classroom is more unconventional. Known as Professor Splash, he's made a splash in the world of shallow water diving with his daring stunts. He dove headfirst into the spotlight by plunging 33 feet into a pool of water that was just 12 inches deep. Breaking his record multiple times, he's upped the ante with a 38-foot plunge in 2014. Not content with only water, he also holds the record for highest shallow dive into the fire, leaping 26 feet into flames in June of 2014, and his daredevil dives have landed him spots on both United States and Japanese television, including a memorable appearance on America's Got Talent. Despite the pain, because yes, it does hurt, Taylor believes the glory of his accomplishments outweigh the temporary discomfort. With 8 concussions under his belt and no broken bones, his love-hate relationship with diving keeps him on edge. 30 years of experience have not dulled his nerves, but he wouldn't have it any other way. Just remember, diving from great heights into shallow water is not for the faint of heart. Number 14. Antanas Kontrimas. Have you ever thought a beard could lift weights? Well, Antanas Kontrimas from Lithuania proved just that when he set the Guinness World Record for the heaviest weight lifted by a human beard. In 2013, he astounded audiences by hoisting a whopping 63.80 kilograms with his beard. And during this impressive feat, he even lifted the show's presenter. It doesn't stop there, though. He also lifted a woman using his beard, showcasing his incredible strength and a unique skill set. Creating a world record is not easy. It takes dedication, creativity, and a little bit of bravery. And for him, his beard became a ticket to fame, captivating audiences worldwide with this remarkable feat. Number 15. Gary Turner. This uncommon ability may give you the creeps, but it's something that Gary Turner has to live with. Since 1999, he's been known for holding the world record for the stretchiest skin, all thanks to a condition known as Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. This condition affects connective tissues, causing collagen defects, which results in loose skin and hypermobile joints.
So, can I pull it?
He can stretch the skin of his stomach to an impressive 6.25 inches, and despite the extreme stretching, he never experiences any pain. Number 16. Lee Redmond. Lee Redmond lives in Salt Lake City, Utah, and for an astonishing 30 years has meticulously nurtured her nails, earning her the title of having the longest fingernails on a pair of hands from 2018 to 2022. At their longest in 2008, Lee's nails collectively measured a jaw-dropping 28 feet and 4 inches in length. That's as long as a school bus. Her longest individual nail, her right thumb, grew to an astounding 2 foot 11 inches. In 1979, her nails were less than 2 inches long, and she made a bold decision to stop filing them to see how long they could grow before bending out of shape. To the surprise of many, they didn't twist or bend like other famously long nails, but instead grew out in an impressive arch, showcasing her meticulous daily manicure routine. After an incredible 19 years, Guinness World Records officially recognized her in 2003 as having the longest fingernails on a pair of hands with a total length of 24 feet, 7.8 inches. Number 17. Sandeep Singh. In January of 2019, Sandeep Singh pulled off something truly outlandish, spinning a basketball on a toothbrush for 1 minute 8.15 seconds, setting a brand new world record. He was the first to crack the minute mark in the basketball spin challenge, initially managing a solid 60.50 seconds, and not stopping there, he mastered spinning 3 basketballs simultaneously, one on a toothbrush and the other 2 on his fingers. Sandeep, a former national-level volleyball player, used to spin the volleyball on his fingers and a toothbrush before switching to basketball, given its category in the record books. Sandeep has shattered his own record 3 times, and his name appears 3 times in the Guinness World Records for all 3 feats, once in the Limca Book of Records, and many more records under his belt. In 2017, he clocked 53 seconds only to be surpassed by competitors from India and Germany, and undeterred, he continued to hone his skills, securing the title since his third triumph. He says that his goal is to break at least 10 world records, a feat that's not yet been achieved by anyone. Number 18. Macy Curran. Macy Curran is a 17-year-old teenager from Texas who has one of the most uncommon features you'll ever see. She's broken 2 world records thanks to her remarkably long legs. Certified by the Guinness Book, Macy holds the title for the world's longest legs and longest legs on a teenager, standing at 6 feet 10 inches tall. Her legs measure over 4 feet, making up a staggering 60% of her height. She recalls being the tallest in her family, while experiencing both advantages and disadvantages due to her long legs.
Taken to her height very well, so I'm very proud of her and excited for her to be recognized for her height and for her beauty.
Despite facing some bullying for her height, she found empowerment in embracing her uniqueness and says that around sophomore year she had just stopped caring what people thought. And once she stopped caring, she wasn't affected by anything. She got into the Guinness Book in 2018. While searching for leggings that fit, unable to find any, she tried finding custom ones, and the realization made her pursue the official title for the world's longest legs. Already a sensation on TikTok, she aspires to pursue a career in modeling, aiming to secure the record for being the world's tallest model. Number 19. Ram Singh. In 2010, on the set of an Italian TV show, Ram Singh had his facial hair measured, which revealed his mustache to be 14 feet long. At the age of 58, he proudly holds the title of the man with the longest mustache in the world, considering it his most prized possession. Remarkably, this mustache, now 32 years old, hasn't seen a shaving blade since the 1970s, taking decades of dedication to grow to its impressive length. While his feat has been acknowledged by the Guinness Book of World Records, he continues to nurture and care for his iconic facial hair, despite its growth slowing down in recent years. Reflecting on his life, he shares that when he first began growing his mustache, he never intended to break a record. Mustaches have been a part of his culture for many centuries and a symbol of pride and respect. His impressive whiskers even landed him a role in the James Bond film Octopussy. Number 20. Vinod Kumar Chaudhary. Vinod is a 41-year-old computer operator at JNU School of Environmental Sciences, and he may seem like an ordinary worker to many, but few know of his extraordinary achievements. He actually holds 9 Guinness World Records, 8 of which are for typing and 1 for sports. He credits athlete Milkha Singh as his childhood inspiration, and although his dream of becoming an athlete did not come true, he did find his calling in typing. During the COVID-19 lockdown, he set a brand new record, adding to his impressive collection. From typing with his nose to being blindfolded and even using a mouth stick, his records adorn the walls of a computer center that he runs at home for underprivileged and disabled children. His accomplishments range from typing out the alphabet blindfolded in record time to achieving remarkable speeds with various typing methods, and that includes one-finger typing. If you enjoyed this video, check out another one of our videos on the channel. Make sure you're subscribed and let me know in the comments below what you think. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.